All right, hello everybody, and welcome to some very exciting news. There are new challenge maps coming to Jurassic World Evolution 2. So I can play it again. Finally, they're giving me something I want in the game rather than, the usual where they just add some more dinosaurs and maybe some updates to the sandbox maps that don't interest me because I'm not much of a park designer. I know that sounds ironic, but I'm good at making money, not good at making things look nice. Like, I think I've said that many times before because I really need to hammer it home. I make money. I don't make the flower pots, you know? So to hear that we're getting 5 new challenge maps is very interesting, and more importantly, that they aren't just like the usual challenge maps, and they seem to be directed at someone like me who took the power modes and smashed them with a sledgehammer, just destroyed those power times and just absolutely pushed the game to its limits. So these ones are a lot of these maps seem to be directed at me, going, "Hey, you can't do that anymore. You need to try something else." So we'll get to that as we go down. So yeah, yeah. So let's just talk about it. It's not even news about the intro. So first up, we have the fact that these are all going to be based on the chaos theory levels, which I'm surprised they didn't have at the beginning, but I guess I needed time to develop them. So, yep. So we're getting what I said they should have done: just turn all the chaos modes, the chaos theory maps into some challenge mode maps. So first up, we got Jurassic Park, 1993. In this Jurassic Park inspired challenge mode, you'll be taking over operations of a mostly built theme park with a number of different issues to be resolved. Dinosaurs are uncomfortable, amenities are eating money, and certain facilities are missing. A number are also rumors of unhappy staff causing disruptions in the park. We'll need to fix these issues and keep things back on track. Not everything's going poorly, however. Some research options have already been unlocked. Start the level. You'll have access to several viable dinosaur genomes from the beginning. Adding a new span works as a new intelligent dinosaur trait. This will influence the behavior of certain dinosaurs, making them more likely to test fences for weaknesses or even break out, even when they're comfortable. The trait will also increase the appeal for your park visitors, keeping dinosaurs can lead to both high risk, high rewards. Sorry, just ate something stuck in my throat. So, I mean, already you can see what I'm talking about. This isn't going to be too much of a mix-up. I mean, actually, the biggest question is whether or not they're going to allow me to use Tylosaurus and Mosasaur on the map. That's going to be the biggest question for all these. Whichever ones don't allow me to use Tylosaurus and Chronosaurus will be the harder ones. That's how, that much I can tell you. So for Jurassic Park, we're taking over a sort of half-finished theme park where the amenities aren't balanced, dinosaurs aren't comfortable, and certain facilities are missing, obviously, with some high risk of like staff sabotage. Which honestly doesn't seem that hard to manage. You come back and you put some trees down, you balance your amenities, you build the missing facilities, and you send all your staff on breaks. Boom. That's like all the problems solved, probably within like 10 minutes. What's interesting is the intelligent dinosaur trait. I'm interested to see how that works. Because it's still certain dinosaurs try to test the fences. Is this going to be like Triceratops or like T-Rex? What I mean by that is like T-Rex, like in intraspecific combat versus Triceratops intraspecific combat. Because Triceratops, when they go and they fight each other, what should be for small territorial disputes or fun, they basically kill each other each time, and you have to send in helicopters to help both of them because they'll severely injure each other every single time. Such a this incredibly ridiculously high rate of extremely negative outcomes. Or with T-Rex, where they just kind of do it every so once in a while, and they're it seems like they do it just enough to keep it interesting, while at the same time, not being too annoying. So I have to wonder which way is it gonna go? Is it gonna go Triceratops, where it's gonna be super annoying, happen every 10 minutes, and be incredibly infuriating to deal with? Or is it gonna be like the T-Rex, when it's just like, it does it every once in a while, it's fine, we can handle it. I'm interested, because there's a lot of ways this could swing. Then we got San Diego. This is when Jurassic Park San Diego is open, but there's one small problem. They're still waiting on the dinosaurs to arrive. As a new park manager, you'll have to manage numerous in-operation amenities buildings to avoid going bankrupt while also working towards preparing the park for dinosaur shipments. It's a tough challenge, but dinosaurs will also bring guests that want to spend money in your park. As we deliver in a few minutes, you choose which dinosaurs you want to bring in first. They will have all the various traits, both negative and positive, so you need to prepare accordingly. There may also be dinosaurs coming in that have manifested the intelligence trait, so look, you have your work cut out for you. I wonder if they're gonna not allow you to have a hatchery in this mode, because I talk about it later on with another one, but they don't say it here. I have to wonder if they're gonna allow you to use a hatchery. But regardless, this doesn't seem that hard to manage, like, at all. I mean, if you could just delete the amenities buildings for a period of time, that would be like the easiest way to deal with it. And your dinosaurs, you put them in as you need, yada yada yada. This park seems interesting, mostly in the fact that I have to wonder what kind of dinosaurs they're gonna give us, and if they're gonna allow us to have hatcheries. If they do allow us to have hatcheries, it'll be stupid easy. But if they don't, then it might add a little bit more angle to the challenge, a little bit interest, you know? We'll see. This one doesn't seem like the most diverse. It seems like a pretty standard playthrough, just some slight tweaks. Then there's this one's interesting. This is where things start getting a little more interesting. Isla Sona's Jurassic Park 3 Isla Sona. Isla Sona is a site of a new kind of park. The majority of the environment is dedicated to a tour area where multiple herbivores cohabitate and roam free. The space you have here to build expanding operations will be limited, so you need to carefully consider where and how to build. Fencing around your park areas will protect the park wonders and guests, but the dinosaurs can still break through if they're uncomfortable. Don't forget to keep an eye on the comfort levels. While building is limited within the tour area, you can still place on tour tracks power lines to increase dinosaur visibility and improve your electricity grid. You'll also be able to change up the plant's vegetation to keep dinosaurs comfortably happy. Tours will be the main way guests can get around and experience your dinosaurs. If you are in need of some extra cash, use the photos. Increasing star rating will expand the tour area as well as open up new park areas for you to build tour stations and many business operations. So we're already getting to some interesting stuff. This is going to be a limited build area map with a lot of open space, and what I'm going to guess is a lot of wild dinosaurs already on the loose. And this also has to wonder if we're going to be allowed to have hatchery. I mean, actually, there's a hatchery right there, so they will allow hatcheries. I have to wonder if they're going to allow aquatics and stuff. So this one seems like it's pretty simple. This is basically just my original Jurassic World Evolution, Jurassic Challenge, what is it, like, should I call it method, strategy, whatever. I used to just build everything in one area and then build a tour connection all around the entire park. I think I have some streams where I did that with some of the maps, so you can see it for yourself. So this one is just going to be taking me back to my Jurassic World Evolution 1 playthrough. Not super, like, crazy, just, like, it is what it is. It's going to be pretty manageable, I think. I do like the interesting that the more areas open up as you get more stars. I find that a little bit interesting. Then there's Jurassic World 2015. This level opens up a large empty park where you can build a dinosaur park completely from scratch. You'll need to work hard to impress the guests, however, they won't stay satisfied. The same dinosaurs very long. As you continue to grow your park, you should continuously work towards adding new dinosaurs to your roster. When a new species is released in your park, a global dinosaur appeal is multiplied. How much is determined by a difficulty setting. The multiplier will be timed to a time limit. Once it reaches 0, the player multiplier will be removed. Releasing additional species in the park will add more time to the timer. Dinosaur comfort adds an additional wrinkle to this particular level. The default dinosaurs engineered the park will have a 100% chance of being the fussy trait. This will increase the comfort threshold, so higher territory satisfaction needed for a dinosaur to be comfortable. You can reduce the chance of this trait occurring with gene modifications, yada yada yada. So we've got Jurassic World being got some sort of strange new mechanic where people are gonna want new dinosaurs constantly. It's gonna add a ticking clock element to your park, unless you're like me and you're just gonna really save up a bunch of dinosaurs and bum rush. Because like that's gonna be the thing. As long as you find a steady cash flow somewhere within a timer 0, you're gonna be able to just sit back and sort of wait until you can get a bunch of money to get a bunch of new dinosaurs. And I can already see the strat for that. So, and we know they're gonna allow you to build the Mosasaur here, which means the Tylosaurus and Chronosaurus will probably also be there. So I feel like this one, while it has some interesting things like dinosaurs a fussy trait and whatnot, I feel like this is going to be easily manageable. It'll be a difficult start, but it definitely won't be like stupid difficult. It'll be manageable. Who knows? Maybe it'll come in and slap me across the face with just how tough it is. I'm just giving my own personal readings of it based on the description, the little limited description they've given me. I don't have the exact numbers of everything here, so we'll have to see what happens. And then lastly, we have Fallen Kingdom 2018, where we take it over a broken down park and they say, the guests are gone, the lagoon is empty, the wild dinosaurs are roaming around, and the park finances have all but plummeted to rock bottom. I don't even know how they wouldn't be rock bottom if no one's there. The new park manager in charge of yourself. If you to get the park up and running, not to mention capture the escaped dinosaurs for your guests. Keep your guests and other dinosaurs safe. Additional areas of the park will be unlocked when you're in stars. There you look at that. Additional areas of the park will be unlocked with unlock stars. I like that. That'll be interesting. To make things even more interesting, you won't have access to a working hatchery until you've opened up the final area, so you need to rely on recapturing escaped dinosaurs to bring in gas and generate profit. We see a lot of familiar faces, if you with Jurassic Park. You also have a chance to get the intelligent traits, keep those fences tip-top shape. There it is. So, Fallen Kingdom seems like the most interesting challenge. Seems like the one that's going to be the most difficult since they've outright stated they won't give me a hatchery until I reach the final area. So that means no Tylosaurus, no Chronosaurus. No matter how hard I try, I'm going to have to wait till I'm probably at like 4 stars to be able to get my hands on them. And I believe this will be like the most interesting challenge, honestly. This whole thing right here will be the most interesting of the challenges, since you're going to have to capture dinosaurs so that they don't, you know, kill each other and whatnot. But again, I do think, I don't know, I'm just excited for this because I really wanted an excuse to play Jurassic World Evolution 2 more, but I just didn't have anything to work with. I need challenge, I need structure. I don't do well in the sandbox modes as much as other people do. People are like, oh, I've got so many ideas for fun and an interesting park, and I'm just like, I know how to make money. Give me a challenge, and I will push the game to its limits. I will find the most efficient strategy, and I will win. But, you know, they only had 5 maps, and the campaign wasn't exactly much to look at, so I'm glad to see that they're basically doubling the amount of challenge mode stuff that we have, because I'm going to have a lot of content to work with. There's going to be a lot of streams for Jurassic World Evolution 2 when this comes out. There's so much content. I haven't even recorded my my Lego Jurassic World Dominion set reviews yet, and there's already so much content that I'm going to need. There's so much to work with right now. And last but not least, they give a little nice hint as to the Pyroraptor, which I think is, you know, it's pretty nice, it's pretty cool. I could do a live stream on Friday, but I'm working that day, so I'm not gonna be able to tune in for that. But yeah, I just want to talk about this. I think it's interesting, and I can't wait to try out all these new, they're basically scenarios instead of challenges now, and I can't say I dislike that. I really do like the ideas, and I hope that they are presented well. I hope that they are balanced well. I'm looking at you, the intelligent trait. Don't you try it with me. Please don't be annoying. But we will see. We will see when the time comes. That's it for now. So just know that it's coming into the future. When this stuff comes out, I'm going to have a lot of streams to do, because people seem to like me when I play Jurassic Evolution 2, and that's good. I mean, a lot of people seem to use my parks as the basis for their own success. They use my strategies, which is kind of funny. But I just wanna play the game again. I don't think I'm gonna have anywhere near the same amount of views I did when I first played the game, but it's, you know, I've always done things on my channel because I wanted to do them, not because they're successful. So I'll see you then, you know.